T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. A few months ago, Alfonso Padron donated this figure set to me for nothing, and I'm very appreciative of him. Yay. Thank you so much. So, without further ado, this is the Walmart exclusive Transformers retro or vintage, whatever you want to call it. It's just the Transformers Devastator Constructicon sets right here. Here is the packaging right there. You see all the characters' names, which, fun fact, I always forget at least one of them when I'm trying to remember them without looking at them. Here's the stuff on the back. This replicates exactly what the package looked like back in the day. I remember staring at this image for hours and looking at the imperfections, like red tracks. Tracks was originally going to be red, I guess, at one point. But then they retroactively made this into a toy and turned that into the character Road Rage. If you can read that bio, there it is. Want to see the tech specs? There they are. I would love it if this video could be under 20 minutes, so pray for me. Actually, you guys can just cheat and look at the time code on the video. But this is Bone Crusher. They all can store part of Devastator on them. The only thing they can't store is the hands, unless you replace this with the hands right there. Now, the Japanese one, you push that, they would fire, but they took the spring out. They kept it just like the actual US release. In the United States, they didn't give us springs because they thought people would kill themselves or something. But you peg it on like that. Now, these three over here, they can store their weapons on their vehicle mode, as you can see right there. But the first three that I'm going to be showing you guys, they can't do that. Now, Long Haul here can store the Devastator parts, but he can't store his gun unless I do what I did right here, pulling the hand out, which is not an official transformation. Uh-oh, crap. Be careful how you twist this. This plastic is thin. I almost tore that. Holy moly. That was scary right there. But this thing right here, which becomes Devastator's like lower torso and upper legs, that pegs onto here right there. And this thing was clamped onto this. Take that off. Here's this detail. It rolls. That lifts, but it brings the wheels with it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I used to have the original G1. I had the Japanese, I think I had the Japanese G1 Devastator. No, I didn't. I had the original Devastator, and I had a knockoff Devastator. The knockoff had the springs in it, and the springs worked really, really good. Too good. Like, you could blow a hole in the wall. Here is Scavenger. I stored this gun right there. You can fit Devastator's crest. This works. He rolls and whatnot. But how does this fit on? You plug it onto that right there. But there he is. They all have rub symbols that actually work. They look different from the official ones a little bit. Here's Mixmaster. He has Devastator's gun and his own gun. And this actually spins. Those are the wheels. You can see inside of here. There are no seats. It's just flat plastic if you can't see it. But like I said, they all roll. Here is Scavenger. Did I say Scrapper? I get Scavenger and Scrapper's names mixed up. Same deal. How does this fit on? I want to make sure it just plugs on. It doesn't screw on one peg. He has his gun, which is rather loose right there, to be honest. This rotates. This arm goes up. this arm goes up, and that's that on him. There's no real detail or paint or sticker detail in the treads right there. And Hook has his gun right here. He has another gun that can fit inside a Devastator's head, and he holds the Devastator head unit, which this plug right here goes onto that. But basically this can lift up, that can go out, and this moves. So he does more than his Combiner Wars counterpart, and that can rotate, as you can see. Oh yeah, so basically these guys are roughly Legends class size. So that's what they made you pay with this set. I believe the set was $69.99. This is a mini bot. So for $69.99, you're paying $10 each for each one of these. And the rest of the cost goes into the accessories and stickers and the packaging, I imagine. So you almost get a deal, to be honest, even though I didn't want to pay that much for the thing. And I'm hoping Alfonso didn't pay that much. I don't think I did a once over on Bone Crusher without the weapons on, but there you are. Here are the Combiner Wars comparisons. There are actually about 7 or 8 little guns. If you forget which one goes to who, they have them in the instructions on which guns go to which. But yeah, as you can see, Combiner Wars didn't give them a lot of pain either, to be honest. Not in the vehicle modes, definitely. In some cases, like I said, functionality isn't that much better. This doesn't rotate, but this goes back and up just like that, and it has another hinge right there, one extra hinge, but you sacrifice the rotation due to combined mode. So there you are. And this is just nothing. It's a flat, it's just a piece of plastic, whereas like I showed you, this moves and that moves. This does nothing but roll and lift up like that. I meant to mention as well, I have a Combiner Wars Devastator playlist with like 8 videos in there, so I show you everything. If you need to see anything more about Combiner Wars Devastator or the Combiner Wars Constructicons, refer to the playlist. I might put that in the description. And as you can see, subtle redesigns in some cases, but Scrapper here just lifts up that all as one piece, and this moves up like that. And I know I went into the plastic. The plastic consistency in these is not what it is in the original. It feels way lighter than I remember. I could be wrong, but it feels way lighter. The most drastic departure is Mixmaster. Like him, he's like a front loader. I guess that's a new thing, a new type of cement mixer. I mean, you could turn it backwards like this. They put that like that just in case you wanted that. But yeah, the Japanese version is redesigned to look like a cab, but they didn't do that with us here in the US. This is supposed to be the front of the truck, which is weird. Alright, transformations, I'm going to do all of them together. For whatever reason, this detaches, but basically, bring the legs down, pull the arms, actually they don't pull out. Bring that back, pull his head up, and bam, he's done. Long hole, his arms pull out. Bring the fist up like this, and we can bring this down like that. The legs kind of spread out as you bring it down. Bring that down to here. We can move this back so we can get access to his head, and then bring that back over. Mixmaster. Basically flip this around and pull his arms out, and he's done. I mean, if you want to, he has this right there. Like, if you don't want them to like keep sliding out, when you push it back to a certain point, pull it forward, and that shall lock that in place. But it does not click, so it does not have that sturdy. And I believe, let's see, if you want, you can use that missile if you want. But I like this because it fills out the hole. Hook, pretty much same thing. Lift this up because this is die cast right here. It is very light die cast, but it's still die cast. Bring the foot out. No, this doesn't auto move, so you do have to slide it out. Now we can bring that back down. Bring the arms out. Bring that up. You might actually have to use this to get him to stand up. Scavenger. Bring these down like that. Kind of have that hanging down, basically. You might need that to keep him standing up. Rotate the feet. And lift the head up. And pull the arms out. So basically, he's done. I mean, you can put it however you see fit. I believe even on a cartoon it was just hanging and dangling. I'm going to put it there to stop myself from going crazy from him falling over all the time. Now the most interesting transformation to me. Pull this back. Lift the head up. It kind of feels freaking broke, but lift that up like that. Kind of rotate these out of the way. Rotate that way, this way. Lift this up to this area right here. Bring this down. Grab the feet and bring them up like that. Now we can rotate his arms like this. That's what you want. Yeah, pull that back like that. So now here they all are in their robot modes. And they're just simple as crap. To show you, tailgate transforms pretty much the same way. That's how Allegiance class would scale to them. Here is New Age Prowl. So New Age figure scale. Here's an Iron Factory bot right there. So basically that is a Legend scale bot. Actually, y'all lucky. I have one that's already transformed. So like I said, so you can see I'm not lying. He's the same height as that jazz. Here's a deluxe class figure, deluxe class scrap metal. And he's a Constructicon, coincidentally. So, yeah. Right now I'm going to bring them in for their close-ups. A lot of these stickers were already on them, but some I had to put on myself. I recall putting on these right there and the kneecaps. I think this was already on there. You definitely had to put this Decepticon logos on there. But yeah, his arms don't pull out. I thought they did. I don't want to break it, but here you are. That's the only articulation that he has, really. His hands are kind of non-existent. I don't know if that was solid on the original, but this is his gun right here. Kind of reminds me of Jazz, but he holds it in that little cavity right there. Pow pow shoot shoot. Here is his face. Right there. No red visor or nothing, but there you are. Here is long haul. His arms do this. They get stopped by his own legs. The hand can go in like that. And if you want to pretend, the leg does that for articulation. In fact, all of them pretty much do that. This is his gun. The illustrations are piss poor at showing you what some of these guns are, so some of you have to guess. His head is all the way back there. So, there you go with that. Mixmaster. He can just do this. Well, this spins all the way around. That's what he looks like. This is his gun. They also show you that he can hold Devastator's gun. So I guess that's a thing. The Devastator's gun isn't that big, as you can see. But I already showed the missile gimmick. He has no knee bend. So there you go with him. Hook. Hook has a fake knee bend right there. His arms rotate all the way around. And this is his gun with the little scope on it. I guess, is that a magazine? But that's what he looks like. Pretty cartoon accurate. Him and Scrapper, to be honest. Scavenger. His gun looks like this right here. Focus on that. That just goes in his little hand. He has this. Now he can sit down, I guess. But the legs aren't able to move independently. If I'm not mistaken, this is diecast right there. They only have like a little bit of diecast in this little thing. Yeah, that connector joint is diecast. I guess they didn't want that to break. There's his face. I think the eyes are silver, but they're reflecting the yellow tinge. And Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher has an odd face. As in, he doesn't really have a face. It's like a flat piece of paint. His gun is also yellow like Long Haul's. He probably has the most arm articulation. Not probably. Well, I guess he probably has the same amount. No. His shoulders can go up and down. They rotate. And this elbow, if you want to call that, goes out like that. I think this bar in him is die-cast as well. I can't tell. Everything feels like plastic, even the die-cast. But his legs bend backwards like that. Well, there you are. Here are the Combiner Wars counterparts next to the G1 counterparts. But as you can see, the Combiner Wars ones have masterpiece quality face sculpts. Like some of them might not have masterpiece quality bodies and articulation. But yeah, and I had this over his head earlier. That's not right. Fold it back, and there you are with him. Like Long Haul is pretty much, I'm going to say this twice in this video, he is definitely leader class size. I thought he was back in the day too. But as you can see, they have a lot of the details on the Combiner Wars that they have in the stickers right here. Legs are slightly different to be more cartoon accurate. Faces are slightly different. Like this dude doesn't have a face at all, like I mentioned, and this is one of the most cartoon recognizable faces ever. Him and this dude right there. So there you are with that. Okay, combination prep work. Take their weapons out of their hand. Push heads in if that's something that needs to happen. Put his arms up like this. Bring that out like this so it's level. Rotate his feet down. Boom. Scrapper is done. Remove his weapon. Be careful how you grab it. Put the hands in like this. Push the arms in. Rotate that back like that. Push his head down. And move this back like that. Long Haul is ready. Take the guns out of his hand. That out. Shut this. Stretch the legs down. Rotate that like this. And put Mixmaster's cab like that. Hook. Put the arms in. Put the head down. Stretch this out like this. And the legs back to vehicle mode position, basically. bring this out and clamp this together right there. And I guess we can bring that down now. I'll see if that's a problem later. But basically, hook is done. And basically, Bone Crusher and Scavenger just need to be transformed back to their vehicle modes. I'm going to bring that tab out, push the feet in. The feet de-rotate. I don't know why, but they de-rotate. But basically, leave him in a position like this with this out. Like I said, basically just transform them, the two arms, back to their vehicle mode forms. Which is simple enough. That's that. Now, we're going to start combining them. Take this little piece right here, have it turned this way so that these little sockets can be in the front. Take this right here, it's going to groove over that little plastic thing in between his legs. Shove that up to there, and when it clicks, it's good. Alright, now I'll admit I haven't tried to put this together since I got the thing. I'm not liking the way this connects, but basically this needs to scoop up under that. This needs to scoop over there, over top. There are these two pegs, but they don't peg into anything, so I don't like that. It's not giving me... Oh wait, I see what they do. They don't peg in anything, but they wrap around that leg. So pretty much, Mixmaster, we just take him and plug him onto this. That didn't sound good. We take this, and I believe it plugs up under this. Come on, you. Yeah, there we are right there. Now we switch tripods, and we take hook right here, and we take this Devastator part, or the head part, and just basically clamp it over this metal bar. Get that into place to where that's in the center. And then we take this and plop this peg into there and put this peg into here. But funny enough, don't push on that. Like, try to grab it somewhere sturdy. The Combiner Wars one transforms a lot like this. Now we take this arm, this little peg right here, this metal peg. That's why they made that metal. Put this way so that the shoulder can be higher. That probably won't really change the connection though. Oh jeez. There's no way for me to like easily grip that, but now it's in there tight. Then we take this one and plug it into here. But before we do that, I'm gonna grab, where the heck are they? The arms. And this arm goes to him. Make sure everything stays tapped. Now we can plug this into that little socket right there on him. This arm, you have to make sure this is oriented a certain way. Plugs onto that right there. And now we have the right hand, which I swear when I had this before, I don't remember the hands being hollow. Could be wrong, but they could be cheaping out on us every way they can. But now we have that going on for them. We take this chest plate and basically plug it into the hole right there on it. And now Devastator is friggin' combined. And you know when you're a kid and you don't own Devastator? You watch the cartoon and you're like, I need Devastator, I need Devastator. This thing is so friggin' tiny. He was barely taller than any of the other robots, like Soundwave and Megatron and whatnot. But there's a Legends class dude. Here is a mini bot. I mean, to the mini cars or whatever, I guess this thing was scaled well with the mini cars. To them, he's a towering beast. Let's bring out that Constructicon again, scrap metal. Stand him up at his tallest stance right there. So there's a deluxe class next to him. Combiner from Combiner Wars. So that's how tall they are. Not much taller than him. Because Transformer scale has always been the best. This is a giant construction monster next to a tape recorder. But to show you, here is how Soundwave scaled next to this dude right there. So this is their big giant beast. To let you see I'm transforming these Combiner Wars Constructicons back to robot mode so I can do the robot mode comparison. I'm doing it out of order. But yeah, they're about the size of Devastator, one by themselves. And they're roughly, this guy is definitely by today's standards a leader class figure. And these are big Voyagers. The rest of them are big Voyagers, but let me finish. Right, here it is. Here's this comparison right there. So as you can see, a lot of similarities. Of course, the Combiner Wars has updated articulation and updated just technology, period. It's fully posable. If you want to see everything you need to see about him, like I said, I have a playlist for Combiner Wars Devastator. Like 9-10 videos up in that thing. It's a cool figure. Thank you once again, Alfonso. I am super appreciative, like I said. I sold my Devastator years ago for reasons. No. I know what happened. I moved and that thing disappeared. I don't know where it went. Him and my Beast Machines Jetfire, the Ultra Class one, just vanished. So I wound up buying Jetfire back, but I didn't buy Devastator again. I wound up buying a knockoff because it was cheaper, and that thing was super duper knockoff quality. One thing I didn't go into is Long Haul has 2 sets of tires right there. That's cool. Anyway, thank y'all for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos.